communication or the ban on it or the restriction. There we go. You just heard the acceleration, hands off the wheel, because you never know what's going to happen to your wrists if you try and.
Slowing down to caught him out a little bit, and there he goes. So initially he's looking to the right, switches sides, and Gutierrez has braked much earlier than he expected, or lifted off much earlier than he expected. He's turned into the corner looking at his teammate.
He's looking ahead for his teammate. Rosberg's already passed him on the 320-metre dash.
So he's left the door open on the inside, goes to the apex, and boom.
Bottas just could not stop it. From Valtteri Bottas and his Williams.
So Lewis has left the door open, but I wouldn't have tried to walk through it if I was Valtteri, I don't think.
Where else was he going to go?
To his teammate on the outside.
So Hamilton here is going to see a bit of debris coming at him that he can't avoid. Then Nasser getting out of the way of Raikkonen, cuts across.
A fair old thump on the left front suspension as well. So I'd be amazed if the steering's not a little bit out.
As we go on board with Sebastian Vettel into this turn.
It was a bit of a wedge from that angle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there was the second clout then against that. It might be wise for the others to have a look at that. Oops. Horrible feeling. Then the car always accelerates on the grass, which is wetter and slipperier than the track. And so Vettel lining up beautiful inside to Ricciardo. Wait for it. Oh, there he goes. Right. Now you can tell he's already got a puncture. So he turns his right rear puncture. Oh, he's ran again. There's another.
Ricciardo. To Sebastian Vettel, that's why Ricciardo had to take avoiding action.
So he knocks his right front under rotate, as they call it.
It is him again. That's, I think, the worst of the two crimes, isn't it?
But look at this. This is now they're quite a long way apart. But Lewis gets such a launch off the top of turn 3, and he's now up the inside. And I'm afraid Nico Rosberg has got to take every bit as much blame for that as Lewis Hamilton.
The important stuff with the diffuser and the gearbox and the rear end of the car. But Paul, Ted, I should say, it's another bit before you make that right turn. You have to be so precise.
And that is how easy it is here to be on a fantastic lap. The virtual safety car flashing away. There were loads of men on the track, men and women maybe, on the track, double wave yellows telling the driver.
He looks at, as he comes out of Rascas, he looks at his left. Well, it looked like he did. And then
just locked the inside wheel. Everybody's been having issues, haven't they?
Esteban Gutierrez, just like this, but managed to save it earlier, didn't he?
It just.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go, is there?
No, there's a fair impact there.
Ferrari days, if you remember. But into Sandoval, as soon as he turned in, the back end just went.
Just didn't give us.
So it's not just a piece of carbon fibre, because it wouldn't cause that sort of damage. Yes, it is. Look, on the left-hand side, you can see a little drain. Or as we watch on board, locked up Verstappen, and then just nowhere to go. Affected.
Under accelerate with the throttle on. It's just on the zebra crossing. It was a zebra crossing. Lit up the rear tyres, spat him straight into the back.
Managed to do it well.
Right, so on board. Second gear. And just the minute he got the power down, went up to third gear.
Really small snap on the rear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Barrier, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
They were absolutely identical.
Watch the sun here.
I mean, how far were you away? 2-3 centimetres and you'd missed it?
During the session, he got close. About 10 minutes ago, I think it was. But
it's on a personal
tyre, not the There we go, 26 laps for his first stint. Not the softest of the compounds.
The scariest part of all of that was when it went back across.
By what he saw. Sergio Perez, we saw into the gravel. Force India.
Yeah, but he's got a problem there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Something failed at the rear.
Straight head on into the gravel.
As you know,
It looks like he hasn't slowed down a huge amount.
only just. Does he actually touch the AstroTurf? I'm sure he does touch the AstroTurf, but it's only just, isn't it?
Formula One, and this is how his race ended. Lost the back end, and sideways he goes through the gravel, which did its job.
Flying off the road backwards there, it's right on the limit of grip. He hasn't really done anything wrong. He was probably a few centimetres more into the standing water than he wanted. Those advertising hoardings. He's just lost his loyalty card there. I suspect there it goes. He was a passenger from very early on, actually before the apex of the corner.
The curve on the left-hand side as he goes in.
We'll watch again.
Just see, they're all trying that, and it's just stopping them doing it. We saw Vettel doing it this morning.
I think he just fired the rear tyres up. Let's have a look. Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah,
Just touched the white line.
Raikkonen, by the way, had already gone off the track at turn 4. Let's just have a look as he reaches the top. Whoa, and how is it?
About this, weren't we? Has he hit the walls? He's spun and hit the wall.
No.
He has, he's hit the wall.
Has he? Well, he's hit the wall.
Yeah,
he's
so
hit the wall there,
he's
yeah.
spun and hit the wall.
Second inside it. So here we go. Down towards turn 14. No, turn 11, I should say. Roman Grosjean, just no grip.
Doing was going around a heavily wheel spinning Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
And 4 into 2 or 3 you can get down there, but 4 definitely won't work.
Fiat just came across enough to really put the pincer mover on.
There is definitely a Ferrari's width down there.
Track is clear. Virtual safety car is ending. We're off racing again. That is a major moment for Nico Rosberg.
A valid point there. Here we are on board. And yeah, it just grabbed that inside front, didn't it? I think that's more eyes. That's what it looks like on board. So I was watching out to see if he got the wheel on the right-hand side on the grass here, but no, it's just the rear going round. And yeah, just onto the gravel, into the barrier.
Wet tyres as well. This is on board. You can see the lines that are there. It twitches once. He's trying to get on the power, and there you go. That is just so quick. Really, can you do anything about it other than go a bit slower? That's the only thing you can do. Sometimes you just got to take a little.
Here we go. This is the passenger bit.
Really bit of curve, and definitely couldn't do much about it.
Check my side pod left. Car seems okay. It was a big one, guys. Keep checking rear left.
This is just mad. Honestly, it's just stupid. Red flag. That's what it needs.
Cool the brakes. And
red flag.
how about the extremes? You think extremes?
Yeah, we need
better
extremes.
now? Okay, copy.
We need extremes. First of all. Second, we need to stop the race. It doesn't work.
This is where he didn't.
A little bit of water and glanced up into the high.
Martin's thoughts on what Jolyon Palmer just did to Carlos Sainz.
He got in too deep. He got tucked up underneath. Probably lost a bit of front downforce. His fault.